Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to look at 2 Point Hospital, which is really fun, especially if you're mildly sociopathic. It's a cool sandbox hospital game with funny named illnesses and some oddly named people as well. I'm going to be playing the attractively named hospital on sandbox mode called Little Bullock. Don't say that wrong, or else we'll all be in trouble. Before I've even begun, I fuck up everything by putting my patient arrival rate on double, so you get twice as many patients as you normally would, and I forget to put the rooms on just available. I left it on unlock with research and then promptly didn't ever build a research facility. The only thing I did do right was gave myself $10 million. First thing you need in any hospital, anyone other than a doctor, is obviously a reception desk. So I'm going to stick one of those down right opposite the front door so that you know exactly where you're going when you walk in. It doesn't stay there, let me tell you. In fact, the reception area moves, I think, twice. These reception areas are really stupid. You can only fit 2 desks in that. I'm going to hire 2 cute little people to go in there. One is the lady with the biscotti name, and Sammy Links, who has a beautiful bushy beard. Now we're going to stick some GP officers down, because obviously this is a hospital and not a daycare. Yep, now we need a doctor for our GP's office, because here comes the first patient. Called Boris. Might go mad and add a second GP's office since we put it on twice as many patients. Which obviously means we're going to, we're going to set the prices to plus 60%, which is, you know, I mean, at least it means our hospital's prestigious, maybe. This is a drug mixer. I assume it mixes drugs, which would be fun to have in your house. It does need a nurse to work it, obviously, so we'll plop one of those down. And apparently a patient is allowed to come in and watch the drug mixer at work, and we already need a ward. We already have a patient that needs a bed, so we better build some, I guess. Our ward is also going to need another nurse, so that's already 2 nurses. This hospital malarkey is getting expensive already. Yes, his second name was Roadkill. Some of our patients are really bored. Well, did you really come to hospital to be entertained? Perhaps we need some psychiatry to entertain them. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to build a room nobody has asked for or requested or that we need yet, which is the general diagnosis room. And probably the cardiology room, which again, nobody's asked for, but we're getting it anyway. We're going to need it sooner or later. I enjoy the cardiology room. It's got nothing in it except a treadmill. And a nurse to make sure you don't die of exhaustion from running on the treadmill, I imagine. Now, we've already got a queue outside the wards, which means we don't have enough beds, so we're just going to have to keep an eye on that for a minute. But maybe they can have I'll be generous and give them a toilet first. Perfect. One stall. But we're not animals, so we will put a sink. They're just going to have to shake their hands dry though, because I'm not giving them a dryer. Oh yes, we need a psychiatrist, which we shall immediately stick in the wrong room. Maybe a staff room. Just to keep the staff happy. Maybe, yeah, I don't think they need any more than oh, it's brown. It's very, very brown. And it doesn't even have a coffee machine. Okay, in this corner we're going to stick something else that nobody wants. There's the research thing that I missed before that I needed to actually do and didn't. We're going to stick a fracture clinic in this corner. Oh no! Some of our patients are being forced to stand. Maybe give them a seat. Maybe. Let me think on it for a minute. Maybe they can have a seat. Yeah, there's like 4 people in that queue. All lined up outside the staff room, so people have to like squeeze by them. That seat fits too, so they're gonna have to take turns. Where did the nurse go from the drug room? Oh dear. We're already getting a queue outside the doctor's. Sally Spoons, come on down. We're gonna need you. So obviously we need another ward, but instead of a ward, let's stick a fracture clinic in this corner. Just another thing that nobody has asked for and that we don't really need right now. And you can only fit about 1 patient in this whole room. Yeah, second bed's not going to fit in there. Yeah, now we now have an issue outside the 2-bed ward there, which is only getting worse with the epidemic that's occurring with these flashy light people. I think it's jazz hands or something. I'm not sure. I didn't bother reading the thing that came up. I just pressed accept because we're accepting everything in this. A patient has refused to pay $8,000 for treatment of bedface. Firstly, what does bedface look like? And secondly, where is the collections department? Okay, this is getting out of hand, this queue. There's already 10 people waiting, so let's stick another ward in. with another not nearly enough beds in it. Oh, I thought he was trying to get my attention. I've realised that that's what happens when you have jazz hands. I thought that guy was waving at me. It's jazz hands. A patient has given up waiting for a new diagnosis room. Yeah, I would also give up on that because it's never happening. It looks like we need a few more nurses around here. And that's a doctor, not a nurse, Alison. There we go. More nurses. Yes, that man's name is Kirk Dog Flood. We seem to be outgrowing this building already, so we might have to expand a little bit. To the tune of $75,000. None of these people are A, practicing good social distancing, or B, putting their hand over their face when they cough and sneeze. And another person that doesn't want to pay $8,000 for their bed face treatment. It's not getting much better, this ward queue, unfortunately. We still have about 7 people. Oh, there's the new hospital. I keep asking for a Dulux clinic, and I never built the research place, so they never get the Dulux clinic that they were after. They also never get the clown machine thing. We're getting another fracture ward, despite the fact that we actually are in desperate need of a second, just normal ward, really. Staff really want training, so we're going to finally give in and give them a new training room in the very back corner of the entire building. Yeah, patient is storming out because the deluxe clinic has not appeared. Yeah, never likely to either. Now, that's 1 person out of 5 possible spots training. Yet another bed-face patient refusing to pay. And me, I am putting in a lovely surgery. Despite the fact, again, nobody asking for it, nobody needing it, and us in desperate need of a general ward. Okay, we already have about 7 patients each outside each of the doctor's areas. So we might want to go ahead and stick some more GP rooms down along with our extra ward that we really need to build. And we're still only running with the... Oh my god. Somebody's going home. They're very thirsty, very bored, and they've been in the hospital for 79 days. That's very long. Very, very long time to be waiting to see a doctor. I wonder if a plant might cheer them up. Might impress the CEO that's coming to visit from a rival hospital. I don't think anything's going to impress him though. Let's get another couple doctors down in here since we've got a queue and the other one wants to go on a break. Okay, we're definitely going to have to hire that guy, George McBoatface. He has no skills, and he's extremely cheap, and has a brilliant name, so must be. And there's a pile of sick on the floor. Excellent. Oh well, at least that janitor's doing her job. Oh, that doctor is really happy. Dr. Lydia Rawhide. She is happy as. This is me desperately trying to figure out how the heck I open the other rooms. Oh, apparently our heart racer needs maintenance. Let's figure it out. Oh, it's on fire. That's more than a maintenance issue, sir. Okay, we need a fire extinguisher. Okay, we can do that. Look, I'll put it out here so it doesn't also explode. Thankfully, George McBoatface is on the ball. Yeah, I noticed it was on fire. Thanks for letting us know. The leopard lady's come to fix it. Apparently that wobbling screen was the easy scan machine exploding. Who knew it could do that? So we should probably replace that in a minute. First, I would like to hatch a dastardly plan, which involves the welcome desk. And moving it far, far away from the entrance. Much better. What a much better spot for it. Perfect. People are really angry about my inability to research things. I'm very sorry, patients. I did not know how. Okay, there are 6 people at each doctor's office at the moment, so we really are going to have to do something about that right now. Okay. Do something about that after we've exchanged this wreckage for a new easy scan machine. There we go. It's like nothing ever happened apart from the remnants of the old one on the floor there. Oh dear. That man's leaving. He's bored, thirsty, nauseous, hungry, and unhappy. Sounds like he needs a doctor. He was here for 119 days. That guy was here for 121 days. Yeah, I agree. $800 is probably quite a lot to just talk to a doctor. But especially our doctors that have no skills whatsoever, and one of them is a student. Hey, that guy's made it as far as the old assistants there in the corner. Yeah, I think a little bit of training might be in order for our janitors in the way of ghost capture. I have a feeling this may be necessary in the next couple of hours. Apparently Sammy Lynx is very unhappy. He's very thirsty and has a weak bladder. Maybe time to put some drink machines in. We've been open 130 or so days, and this is the first time we're allowing patients access to liquid. 4 should be plenty, right? Oh, the drug oh. What the fuck just happened? It still had half-life. Yeah, the drug mixer has exploded. Who knew it could do that? A patient is unhappy with the hospital and is storming out. Their top complaints include injured by the exploding drug mixer and very thirsty. How did that explode? At least the nurse is okay. She's gone on break. She's having a sit down. Oh my god. Apparently we just all queue up at the little thing there to get changed with our butts hanging out. Just another day on the ward. Oh great, there's an earthquake. As if life wasn't bad enough at our hospital already. We will also throw in an earthquake. Night fever emergency in the middle of an earthquake. Excellent. Uh-oh, the health minister's coming to visit. That won't go over well. Let's put our prices down a little bit. Neither of our assistants are looking all that shiny-eyed anymore. And nobody's coming to clear up the sick. Oh dear. The health minister's here. I hope he doesn't see the sick. Okay, I think I found the health minister. Yeah, he's found him in the drug. I found him in the pharmacy, almost crying into his hands over the state of the room. But it turns out this absolute shit show in the lobby is absolutely fine. And so is the queue, which is 6 people deep at the psychiatrist's office. That's fine too. It's brilliant. We love it. And so is the actual psychiatry office itself. Excellent. We love it. Yep, there's 6 people waiting to see him, but fine. Take your time. You know what else is fine? Ghosts. Ghosts are fine too. Not bothered at all by the dead people. Crisp packet though. Oh, there's litter on the floor. That's a black mark against us. However, this doorway, absolutely fine too. He loves it. Thinks it's brilliant. Now, while I was building the second psychiatry office, which came after the third GP office, which already has 14 people waiting at it, it came to my attention that somebody left and stormed out of the hospital because they'd been here 197 days. Now that got me to thinking and gave me a new aim for this hospital, and that was to make somebody stay without treating them for over a year. So let's do that. Please hold. Okay, welcome back. While I was giving my staff a beautiful new staff room, this message came up saying somebody had left after 411 days without being treated. I am very proud of myself. It only took an hour from start to finish. Now, let's have a little tour of how things are going in the rest of the hospital. We have a mock star epidemic, which has many people with mock star coming in, whilst at least 5 different people leave because they're angry. There are several ghosts floating around the place, and there are, I would say, an average of 18 people at each GP room. I made a futile attempt to improve the surroundings with some plants which promptly died, and we made a nice little leaflet come drink area in the old front foyer there, but they didn't enjoy it. I would like to say, however, we did win some awards at the second annual award ceremony, one of which was Best Teaching Hospital. At the point of winning that award, we had done 2 training classes. And I keep winning the Patient's Choice Award, which is hilarious because they keep leaving and or dying. But, you know, who am I to judge their choices? We then tried to improve that main entrance area with some more seating, more plants. It didn't really help. We also eventually added on the third and fourth rooms to the hospital, one of which is filled with seating, which apparently they didn't enjoy. people just kept complaining about how they had nowhere to sit, which is wrong because there's so much seating out there. Anyway, we also have, there's about 10 people waiting at all of 3 psychiatry rooms and 18 at each. Oh, that's a lot of dead people. Look at all those hearts. There's many dead people. Oh, why is that guy naked? What is happening behind it? That guy just pooped on the floor. Okay, let's have a look at our stats at the end of that. So our medical reputation is 1%. Which means not very good. That's not very good. We've had 153 deaths altogether, and 187 people who have rage quit, and 54 that are just sent home. Oh dear. It's like about half of everyone that visits our hospital doesn't actually get seen or treated, or they just die. Okay, I've had fun with this. There is even more people dying. I would also like to point out that this misery that is killing many people, $484 days they have been desperate for the toilet. Yeah, the cost of this misery has been, I need you to hear this, the cost of this misery has been over $2 million to fail this hard. Every time that it's money, but there's a lot of death there as well. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure there's been 9 deaths while we're sitting here talking. Oh dear. And 10. Okay, and on that note, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this chaotic romp around 2 Point Hospital. If you've enjoyed this, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell doohickey so that next time I post something ridiculous, you'll see it. And see you next time, which is probably tomorrow.